What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Best Women's Boxing Show, period. Uncle Victor, look who I have. A snack athlete. I'm just a snack influencer, but we do have the matching ones. And there's only me, you, and I think one other person who has the black and pink snack one.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is that me, you, Sammy?
Me, you, Brianna. She's a bodybuilder.
I don't know what it is, but okay.
But all right, so you are here. You are a girl's girl. It's so true. When you said it, I was like, I always see you at women's fights, and it's very rare that I see other women supporting your fights. But you've been here. Your accomplishments, by the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
Another undisputed, just another undisputed. Jesus, wow. Where do you collect all those belts? Do you have like a room made for all of your belts?
I have like a big old dresser that's kind of too big now, so I have to get another one.
Oh, wow. Well, Claressa, first off, I really love your shoots. Happy birthday, happy Dirty 30. And the fits that you've been rocking, looking good. But you have Mikaela Mayer Ryan. I love that face-off. Did you see Mikaela was like just up in her, and Ryan just looks pissed. How do you who won the last fight to you convincingly?
I thought Mikaela won the last fight, but I thought it was very, very close. Yeah. Very, very close. Which, with the 2 minutes and the 10 rounds, is always going to be very, very close when you got two girls who are really fast, very, very strong, and know how to run that clock down. So I think that it was a really good fight, but I thought that Mikaela won it. I thought she won the fight.
Okay, and now for the second one, take all the poster gate, the paint gate out of the way. Now Coach Kate Karoma is in the front, in her corner with her brother. Does anything change, or are you going to see the same kind of fight?
Nah, I think it's going to be a better fight from both ladies, I believe, But I think that Mikaela, to me, she fights better the second time.
Okay.
She fights better the second time. She is such a competitor, and I've been able to see her fight the Olympics and fight the World Championships and fight the Olympic trials, and I've seen her lose fights, come back and win fights. I mean, like, she's just one of those girls who's like, I seen her fight with a broken nose and still win. So it was like, it's kind of mind blowing, but she's a very, very tough white girl.
Yeah.
And I say that because to me, she is just like, we've been sisters for a long time. Like, she taught me how to wear a freaking tampon, TMI. I was 16 years old. So just one of those things where it's like, this is my big sister, But I think that overall, I've seen her just dig down deep and win. And I think that when she got a chip on her shoulder, she shows up. So this chip she has with Coach K switching to Team Sandy and, her having to switch her whole team around, even though she didn't cry about it, but it had to be hurtful for her. So I think that Mikaela has a lot of built-up anger and stuff towards Sandy, and I think that that's going to make her go out there and fight as hard as she can. And she's going to also fight smart. She's very smart. So I think if Sandy, Sandy's strong too. Mm-hmm. So I think long as Mikaela keep her chin down and box circles again, I think she'll have a good fight. But it's going to be a different fight with Coach K in the corner. And I only say that because that is our Olympic coach, and he knows both of us very well. And he worked with Mikaela more than he worked with me, so he probably knows her better than he knows me. So I look forward to seeing that fight. I am here to show my sister that, hey, I'm here supporting you, win, lose, or draw.
Absolutely.
And I'm also a friend of Sandy, but I'm not cheering for her to win the fight, and that's only because I'm, like, loyal to the soil. So Mikaela's my girl. As much as I like Sandy, it's like I have to pick a side. So if I ever fought and she was like, oh, I'm picking the other side, I'd be like, so it's like, yeah, I have to pick her.
Speaking about loyal to the soil, I just interviewed Mikaela before her fight on Zoom, and I asked her, you and Alycia Baumgardner both had a positive test. Both have been cleared of wrongdoing, and I asked her what was different between yours, like the not a PEDS test, like the wheat, but it's cleared. Michigan cleared you, and when I asked Mikaela, she went off. She's like, first of all, you would ever even touch it. She doesn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. And I go, I know. And I mean, she rocked with you, and then went off about Alycia Baumgardner, and she was also clear of wrongdoing. So when you say loyal, she was loyal to you.
Well, that's the thing too. Like I said, we know each other since I was 16 when I first met Mikaela. I'm 30 now, so we got 14 years in the game. And honestly, I stayed at the Olympic Training Center 2 years, and she lived there too. And anytime we went out, I wouldn't drink. I've never smoked.
Yeah.
I've never took a gummy. I've never took a shroom. I've never done anything.
Yeah.
And she's been right there to witness that. So I'm happy that, she told everybody the truth, as I already had knew. But I'm happy that, we know each other, like off of social media, like it's real life. And, and I know her real life, and I know her story. I know her upbringing. And I'm just so happy for her. I'm happy that, she's loyal too. It's cool.
Now I know women's boxing. I heard you talk about it. Most Valuable Promotions signed a bunch of women: Alycia Baumgardner, Dina Thorslund, Nat Dove, Ramla Ali. Oh my God, Naomi Via. Now with a promoter, I'm hoping we get to see Mikaela and Alycia run it back. Would you and Alycia maybe finally meet in the center of the ring?
I think that me and Mikaela will fight before me and Alycia Baumgardner do. If I'm being honest, I think that Mikaela has made it pretty clear. Hey, if you get to 154, and I'll come up to 154, and we can scrap. So that's kind of all I've been telling these girls. Like, look, if I could get to 147, I would. But I got a lot going on down here in my legs, and it's not really a lot that I can do about that.
I heard some rumblings that you can or can confirm that you may be on the Crawford undercard if the Canelo Crawford does go through in September. That would be awesome, guys.
I would love that. I have heard some of that too. It hasn't been solidified yet, but that is what I'm hoping. I would love to fight. I would literally love that. It doesn't matter when I have my own fight. I don't care if it's 2 weeks later. I would love to fight on the undercard, the co-main event to Crawford versus Canelo. I would love to help promote it, and just to be involved with Turkey Alycia. I would love to do it. So.
Okay, and last one, Taylor Serrano 3.
Yeah.
We're not. You know what? For Undisputed, I wish you guys even just got 12 rounds, 2-minute rounds. That is a good
perfecto,
right?
Perfecto.
At least, because I always say, why should a girl that doesn't have a belt fight the same amount of rounds as you when you're 4 divisions?
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay, who wins that fight with the 10-minute or 10 rounds, 2 minutes in the third?
Katie has won the last 2 fights. I think that Amanda has the tools to make the adjustments to win the third fight. But I think sometimes you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Mm-hmm. Which I feel like she feels that she's won the first 2 fights. So in her mental, she's not going to change anything. So we may get the same fight again. Mm-hmm. And she may possibly lose again, because there are changes that need to be made. She did lose the second fight. The first fight was closer than the second fight, for sure. But when you have 2 losses, it's not really about if you thought that you won. It's about what the judges are seeing. And not the fans either. It's what the judges are seeing. Yeah. And the judges have given Katie the fight twice now. So you have to look at what the judges are giving her and try to neutralize that. So hopefully she can, her and her team can look at the footage and see where she fell short at, and not look at it as like, look at what you did here, look what you did there. It's like, okay, but look at when you got countered here. Yeah. Look at when she knocked you back with 4 punches here, and you took 3 steps back in those Jordans. You got to look at, and also too, I love that she wears Jordans, but I think the next fight she shouldn't wear them.
Why?
They're too heavy. They're too heavy. They're not boxing shoes.
But she's worn them throughout her whole career.
Listen to me.
I know. Boxing shoes are much lighter.
Boxing shoes are much lighter, and she needs to use her height and her range a little bit more in this third fight. Okay. If you ask me, but she's not gonna be able to use her height and her range, in Jordans. If I'm just saying. Yeah. But I love that she coordinates her outfits like that. Maybe she wear it out to the ring or something, or in the back room. But before she walk out, change into some good boxing shoes, because you need to be able to move around and use your feet. And when you get hit, you're not going to fall back 4 punches because it look bad to the judges. Yeah. Maybe you'll fall back 1 step instead of 4. Mm-hmm. But those Jordans be heavy, especially fighting toward the end of the round. Like, I used to be poor, so I used to have to fight in my regular shoes. And I tell you, when I got boxing shoes, I was like, oh my God, there is a God.
Yeah.
Like, so that's just my 2 cents. But listen, I'll be there to watch the girls fight the trilogy. I wish them both the best of luck. I do.
All right, I know people are waiting for you, but before we, I'm going to end this, but you guys, Claressa Shields is here. Always a girl's girl. Oh, you know, Roxy Verduzco, when I asked her about the prediction for this one, and she's like, I agree with Claressa, whatever she says, and she's always right.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, all right. All right, guys. I'm Cynthia Conte. See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys. All right.